Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you are having a wonderful day today. We are so excited to be here with you again for another long and helpful English listening practice.
Hi everybody, welcome back. It is great to see you. I am feeling very energetic today because the sun is shining and we have a very interesting topic to discuss. How are you doing today, James?
I am doing very well, thank you, Sophia. I had a very relaxing weekend, so I am ready to start this week with full energy. But tell me, Sophia, are you ready for our big topic today?
I am definitely ready, James. Today, we are focusing on a skill that everyone needs. It doesn't matter if you are a student, a worker, or a traveler. Everyone needs to answer the question, "Tell me about yourself."
Exactly. It sounds like a simple question, right? But actually, it can be very difficult. When someone asks me, "James, tell me about yourself," sometimes I forget everything. I forget my name, my hobbies, everything.
That is so true. It happens to me too. We get nervous. We don't know where to start. Should I talk about my job, my cats, my favorite food? It can be confusing.
So, in this episode, we will take our time. We will have a long, natural conversation. We will show our listeners exactly how to give a great answer. We will talk about our background, our jobs, our daily lives, and our dreams.
That sounds perfect. This way, our listeners can hear a lot of different vocabulary. Shall we start with the basics? Let's talk about where we're from and where we live now.
Great idea, Sophia. I will start. My name is James. Originally, I am from a very small village in the north of England. It was very quiet, very green, and it rained almost every day.
Oh, typical English weather. Do you still live there, James?
No, I moved away 10 years ago. Now, I live in a big city in Spain. It is very different. The weather is sunny and hot, and the people are very loud and friendly. I love the change. What about you, Sophia? Where are you from?
Well, my name is Sophia. I am from the United States, specifically from California. I grew up near the beach. It was beautiful, but it was also very crowded.
California! That sounds like a dream for many people. Do you still live in California, Sophia?
No, I moved to New York City 3 years ago for my job. It is a very busy city. It never sleeps. Sometimes I miss the quiet beach, but living in New York is very exciting. There is always something to do.
I can imagine. So, we have a British person living in Spain and an American person living in New York. We are very international today.
Yes, we are. Okay, let's move to the next important part of an introduction, our jobs and what we do every day. James, tell me about your work.
Sure, Sophia. I am a software engineer. This means I write code for computers. I work for a large technology company.
That sounds very difficult. Is it hard to learn?
It can be difficult in the beginning, yes. You have to learn a new language, but it is a computer language. But I really enjoy it because I like solving problems. It's like a puzzle. When I fix a problem in the code, I feel very happy.
I see. Do you work in an office or do you work from home, James?
Since the pandemic, I work mostly from home. I have a small home office. I wake up, make coffee, and sit at my computer. It is comfortable, but sometimes I miss talking to my colleagues face to face. What about you, Sophia? What do you do?
I have a very different job, James. I am a journalist. I write articles for a magazine.
Wow, a journalist! That sounds fascinating. What kind of articles do you write?
I mostly write about travel and food. So I travel to different cities, try the restaurants, visit the museums, and then I write about my experience.
That sounds like the best job in the world, Sophia. You get paid to eat and travel?
Yes, it is a great job. I'm very lucky. But it's also tiring. I'm always on airplanes or trains. I don't have a lot of free time at home. And I always have deadlines. I must write very fast.
I understand. Every job has good parts and bad parts. So, we know your name, your home, and your job. Now, let's talk about free time. What do you do when you are not working? What are your hobbies?
When I am not traveling for work, Jones, I love to just stay home and read. I'm a big reader. I love mystery novels. I like to sit on my sofa with a cup of tea and a good book. It helps me relax.
Reading is a wonderful hobby, Sophia. It's great for your brain. Do you have any other hobbies? Maybe something active?
Yes, actually. I recently started doing yoga. I go to a yoga class 2 times a week. It's good for my body and it helps me sleep better. What about you, James? What do you do for fun?
Well, living in Spain, Sophia, I have started to enjoy cooking. The food markets here are amazing. So on weekends, I go to the market, buy fresh vegetables and fish, and I try to cook traditional Spanish dishes.
That is impressive. Are you a good cook, James?
I am okay. Sometimes I burn the food, but I'm learning. I also love playing the guitar. I have played the guitar since I was a teenager. It's my favorite way to express myself.
I didn't know that. We should start a band. You play guitar and I can't sing, so I'll just listen.
That sounds like a plan. Okay, let's go deeper. Usually, when people say, "Tell me about yourself," they also want to know about your personality. How would you describe yourself, Sophia?
That is a hard question, James. I think I am a very curious person. Because I am a journalist, I always want to know why and how. I like asking questions.
Curious is a good word.
I'm also very organized. I like to have a plan. I make lists for everything. What about you? How would you describe your personality?
I think I am the opposite, Sophia. I am a bit more relaxed and easygoing. I don't stress very much. If plans change, I say no problem.
That is a very healthy attitude, James.
I try. I am also a very social person. I get energy from being around other people. I don't like being alone for too long.
See, this is why we are good friends. I'm organized and you are relaxed. We balance each other.
Exactly. Now, let's talk about family. Family is a big part of who we are. Can you tell us a little bit about your family, Sophia?
Sure, James. I have a small family. It's just my parents and my younger brother. My brother is still in university. He is studying to be a doctor. We are very proud of him.
That is great. Do you see them often?
Not as often as I want because they live in California and I'm in New York. But we talk on the phone every Sunday. It's a tradition. What about your family, James?
I come from a very big family. I have 3 sisters and 2 brothers. I'm the oldest child.
Wow, 6 children. That must be a crazy house.
Yes, Sophia, growing up, our house was very loud, very messy, but full of love. Christmas time is amazing because everyone comes home and we have a huge dinner.
That sounds wonderful. I imagine you have a lot of nieces and nephews now.
Yes, I have 5 nieces. Being an uncle is fun because I can play with them, give them candy, and then give them back to their parents.
Haha, that is the best part of being an uncle, James. Okay, we have covered a lot. Name, origin, job, hobbies, personality, family. Is there anything else?